Alright, hello everybody, I am Agnalangle, and I am playing some more Great Ace Attorney. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a really good time with this one. Oh yeah, we just got thrown in the hallway, that's right.
I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that. I wish we'd managed to find some clue as to what that speckled band might be. We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door. He's clearly glaring at us as if to say, "Don't even think about it." Oh, wait a minute. What is it? Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go? Oh yes, he's completely disappeared. When did he do that?
He has a knack of just completely disappearing.
He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrists, which he also did very sneakily without me noticing.
Alright, well there's only one thing to do.
I really wish we'd had a chance to look around in Miss Pavlova's cabin.
Hi, beef stroganoff. What? Why you look like that? Like that? You want something? Huh? Maybe you want me to throw you out again, Oh, no, definitely not that. Next time I have to throw you out, I show you where lobsters spend winter. Understand? Hey, buddy, what? Just what?
Understand. Maybe I should steer clear of him until he's forgotten my face.
I don't think he will anytime soon.
I don't think he'll ever forget your face, Naruto-san. Am I just that handsome, Susato? Oh, thank you. We haven't visited this place in a while, have we?
I love her little comments about places. It's nice. It's a nice detail. Oh, yep, we've got an event.
Looks like they're still investigating in here. Obviously. Yes, on that subject. I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga is unscathed.
What do you mean, unscathed?
Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Naruto-san? Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you.
Oh no, we've got a second murder.
Oh, yes. But I'm sure he was exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say for himself. He might have some new information for us. You never know.
Well, where is he? I already see something on him. Hi, No! Hosonaga! Who did this to you? Who did this? Tell me!
Oh, you're back. Inspector! What happened to you? Your face is...
Please, don't worry about it. There's not even any blood there. They're just scratches. However, if he had punched me in my stomach, that would have caused quite a problem. He might have died, legitimately.
Maybe made by a bear, maybe.
When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, he told me he'd pummel me with his fists and then toss me overboard.
What?
But the pummeling was over in a flash, and he must have decided against throwing me overboard. Considering all the people investigating a murder, he didn't want a second one to be investigated, so it was nothing, really.
Looks like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little about the neighboring cabin.
Yes, so I understand.
Oh.
I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Sherlock Sholmes. I don't think he was German, though.
Ah, that explains it. Shall we compare notes, then? We can tell you what we found.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
What? Nikolina Pavlova? She's in the cabin next door? Didn't we, just tell her that we wouldn't tell anyone? We're jerks.
Oh, do you know who she is?
Please, what self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel? I'm the only graceful angel around here, Hosonaga. Don't get your facts twisted. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. No, Hosonaga. He looks so bad.
Oops, I think I upset him there.
More than getting pummeled. Upset him, actually. Well, that tells us the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case, at least. Oh, how? Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they? No comment.
Oops, now I've definitely upset him. Inspector, has your investigation in here proved fruitful?
If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying not to take my eyes off the job. Well, my one eye, because this one's about swollen shut.
Oh, I see.
And I can't. Oh, that's mean. Ah, there is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you.
Oh, what? Yes, do tell us, Inspector, please.
New information. I knew they were gonna do that. Oh, it's so annoying. Why couldn't he just tell us? What is this new information you have, Inspector? It's this. The Boyaz medical officer has finished examining the body. His examination of the body managed to obtain the report. Oh. Kazuma's post-mortem report.
Kazuma-sama.
Aww. It's so sad. I hate this. So, what was the cause of death? Damage to the cervical vertebrae is what's written in the report.
His neck was broken?
Yes, it would seem so. There are no obvious wounds or other signs of injury. So at first, I think they were considering poison. But it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system at all. Well, what weapon was used then? Nothing has been found as yet, but the fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it may have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark. Well, it would leave a bruise, but bruises take a while to develop. Like, Hosonaga shouldn't have those bruises yet. That should take like a day or two, right? Because they start off like yellowish and then they turn purple and blue. Right? I can't remember. It's something, but I don't know how that works with bodies. So I'm just gonna be quiet now. That's not in my area of expertise, which I don't have an area of expertise either.
Oh, I see. All the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. Strong enough impact to the neck could induce death.
So, we know, Susato. Thank you, but we knew. We knew that already.
It is a possibility, and no obvious wound would be left. Poor Kazuma.
I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes, it's fine. I trust you. Aww. After all, if I didn't trust you, I'd never have agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, would I?
Ah.
Oh, it's so sad. And now we're back to the cheerful music. Alright, let's take a look at the postmortem. Male Far Eastern? They don't even give him a name? That's so cruel. Time of death, sometime between 1 a.m. and a little past 2 a.m. Now, was that determined from his diary or from observation? I feel like that information was obtained through the diary more than anything. Cause of death, damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. The victim's neck was almost certainly broken as a result of a strong blow to the area. No obvious external injuries or traces of poison. Can I look at the paper? I can't. Why can't I look at the paper seal? I've never done this before. Okay.
These must be remnants of the glue you used to stick the paper seal on the wardrobe.
That's right, it was pulverized rice.
Pulverized rice?
Yes, I pulverized some of the rice from my evening meal, even though it broke my heart.
Broke your heart? What do you mean?
Remember, I'm a stowaway on this ship. All I had to eat were Kazuma's leftovers. Even a couple of grains of rice could have meant the difference between life and death. However, Kazuma is dead now, so I feel like that's a little insensitive.
Oh my. It must have been awful for you, Naruto-san. But I have some glue with me as it happens. You're welcome to use it this evening.
Oh, thank you very much. I don't think you're gonna need it this evening. Okay. Oh god.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here, was he?
Don't sound so excited. Yes, he seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about on the floor investigating. That sounds like the Herlock Sholmes I know and love. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored. Did he say anything at all? Actually, now you mention it, yes. Just one thing, but he practically shouted it. "It's shoe polish!" was all he said. Shoe polish? I wonder what he meant. I wonder if he's talking about that mark on the floor. It was when he was over there, by the piece of broken glass. Do you see? I wonder what he was talking about.
Ah, perhaps he was talking about his brick-colored mark, do you think?
Ah, yes, that must be it. You are an awful detective, Hosonaga. But how could Mr. Sholmes know that it's shoe polish? He's just goaded. That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea. What is it, Susato-san?
Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue.
Dark tan? A sort of dark brownish red, then?
Yes, a little like the color of red wine, but darker. I often repaired them for him.
Of course you did. What else did you do for him? Oh, does this mean that this mark was made by the polish from Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor? Seems likely. It's so sad. I hate this. This sucks. Poor Kazuma. Kazuma didn't do anything to deserve this. Oh, okay. We have triggered an event or something. That's really all I can tell you at this stage. We're not on a stage, we're in a boat. To return to my post. My fellow crewmen's eyes are boring into the back of my head. Yes, that might be for the best. Thank you. Poor guy.
Yeah, poor Inspector. You look exhausted.
Oh, no. Well, yes, but no. Also, I feel terrible that I failed to protect Suki-san. He was my responsibility. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. You were his friends. The truth is, I seem to have had a heavy head ever since I woke this morning. A heavy head? That's interesting. My head's still throbbing too. I wonder if something's going on with that. Because didn't Susato say the same thing? Or imply it, at least. Are we supposed to look around? Or... I forget. What was the situation here exactly? Maybe we should go here again. Yep. Okay, cool. First class cabin passageway.
Ah! Look, Naruto-san! Seaman Stroganoff is gone.
Strong enough?
The belly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us.
Oh, all these Russian names are impossible to remember. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I need water before this happens. I know what's coming. I think I know what's coming. Alright. Here goes to nothing. Tra-la-la. Did you hear that? It sounded like someone singing. Tra-la-la-lee-ra-lee-ra-lay. I feel so stupid. I did it the great detective way. I hate him.
This caroling. of that lark-like voice? Well, never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity for us. Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate.
Definitely. Before that stringy knot crewman comes back.
It's Stroganoff, not Stringy Knot.
No. I want to look over here. Look at him.
Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes, look.
Wow, you never know where he's going to turn up next, do you?
He seems to be stealing a look at something as he sings to himself. Be quiet, we have to listen.
Tra-la-la-la-lee-ra-lay, lee-ra-lee-ra-lay. Does he know any of the lyrics? I did it the great detective way. He's still singing.
You think he hasn't noticed us? Or he's simply in extremely high spirits.
I wager it's both, honestly. Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew. I don't know the tune to it, I don't think. When the yard bit off more than it could chew. And through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky her luck was about. Oh, this fool.
Excuse me.
Nope. I solved it all and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way. Mr. Sholmes! Ah! What is it? You want to fight? Yes. Yes, this animation. It's so good. Look at him go. I'm just gonna let it play, honestly. It is so ridiculous. Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he's singing, and I was just about to reach the climactic finish. Sorry, I thought you were never going to stop, so I figured now is as good a time as any. I very nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks. Alright, I get the picture. Now could you put those fists away? Those are lethal weapons.
Mr. Sholmes, that was a beautiful singing voice you had there, but I don't think that... I don't think that song has come out yet. You seem to be examining something before we interrupted you.
Ah, yes, that. I was immersed in study of the ship's log, as penned by the stockily built crewman who's usually on guard here.
Oh yes, the ship's log.
Goodness, that singing performance really took it out of my voice. And did you find out anything useful from it? Well, after 2 a.m. this morning, the majority of the entries are blank. Which means that there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so... You truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it. Is that racist? I don't think that he meant for it to be. Goodness, Sholmes, you've got to stop, man. Sorry? Your logic, my boy, is inverted.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? And stop pointing at me with that finger.
Observe the other pages, and all should become clear. It would seem the same crewman of stern sentry in the first-class passageway. And he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour. Oh, he writes that in every 30 minutes?
Nothing to report.
Precisely! But simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet, the ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report.
Do you mean...
Yes, there were circumstances afoot last night which led to the seaman being absent from his post.
What kind of circumstances? What happened?
That remains a mystery for now, but we can be sure something significant took place. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribing nothing to report in the log. These are important details. I would stake my life on it. You must log the ship's log in your mental file. Thank you. Yeah, we never know what the court record is. And also, is there a court on this boat? Now that I come to think of it, are we gonna have trial on the ship? Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective. Not really, it's just that you weren't observant. He was just actually paying attention. That's the only difference. Ah, you're starting to understand what my way is, I see. What makes Sholmes Sholmes? Brilliance. Ugh. Ow. What is it? Are you hurt? I think this is the only time that that drawing is ever used. Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason, nothing more. Interesting. Everybody is hurting today. See? Well, my friends, until our next encounter. Bye, Sholmes. I miss you, Sholmes. He's still singing to himself. I can hear it as he wanders down the passageway. Of course he is. He's a wonderful singer. You heard it earlier. Is something wrong, Hosonaga? You seem lost in thought.
It's just... Well, I feel the same.
Sorry?
Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache.
Yep, there it is.
Sort of continuous throbbing.
Oh, you too? That's it? Okay. Okay, so we literally stole the ship's log. I guess we move. There's nothing else to look at. Oh, that's right. We have to go in here. I just completely forgot about it. Uh-oh. The case is open.
Pavlova isn't back yet. Hosonaga-san. Oh! Where's she gone?
Hey, what are you doing? Those are private things. Well, she can look through them, right?
There's not a moment to waste now, Hodo-san. We must investigate as quickly as we can. Suppose you're right. For Kazuma's sake.
Nice. The animation. It's good. It's a good detail.
Not just for Kazuma-sama. What do you mean? It can't be long now until we arrive at port. In Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there.
Really?
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san, by ourselves if we have to.
Even though we know that Sholmes is doing it as well.
Yes, we will.
Alright, let's take a gander. I want to look at the wardrobe.
Naruhodo-san. Naruhodo-san? Are you there?
Sorry, I'm right here, yes, why?
Oh, good.
I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking.
There's no place like home.
Believe me, I don't have some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know.
Well, anyway, I'm not sure anyone could fit inside this one. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes.
I was rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding in there, but no such luck. It was open, wasn't it? Okay, it already counts what I've already looked at. Okay, we haven't looked at the bell cord.
There's one of these next to the bed in Kazuma's cabin, too. Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist.
Again? She barely hesitated there. She gave it a good tug, too.
No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come.
We don't want them to! We're trying to investigate in secret! And she just didn't have anything to say to that. Let's look at the case.
Oh my! Miss Pavlova's case is open.
It's completely empty inside. But according to the great detective's great deduction, she was hiding a special friend in there. It's obviously escaped.
Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret.
Because you're not allowed to bring animals aboard the SS Burya. Wonder what kind of animal she had in there. And more to the point, where is it now? Okay. I was about to say, if you're not going to let me look at the weird, conspicuously placed plate, I'm going to lose it.
I wonder what this little saucer is doing in the floor. Yes, it doesn't look like it's been dropped. More like it was put there deliberately. Ah! Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above here? What? A leak? Is the ship quite safe? I'm sure that even if there's a little leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is going to sink. No, you're right. Of course you're right. She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she?
Oh, poor Susanoo.
It would seem this teapot is empty.
So the natural conclusion is that the Russians are very thirsty people.
Or, because Miss Pavlova only came into this cabin last night, she hasn't had the chance to make any tea yet. I mean, it could be either.
It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'd lay 1,000 to 1 on it.
You're rather obstinate, aren't you, Naruhodo-san?
There are just a few books on the desk. Nothing else by the looks of it.
But Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballet last night. She's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all.
That's true. Wonder what kind of books she likes to read.
Let me see. Yes, I see. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading books written in Russian.
I like, too, that her book of knowledge told her that. Thanks. I think I probably already knew that.
It's rude to ask too much of people, Naruhodo-san. Kindly remember that.
Oh yeah, the books are turned over in here as well. It's quite peculiar. All the books have toppled over together. Look, every single one.
Do you think that's the God of the Sea, perhaps? He's toppled too, though.
It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door. In Kazuma's cabin.
Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a difficult ballet pose and fell against the bookcase.
I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from a ballet company?
Alright then. It must have been you.
You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage. Not everything bad that happens on this ship is because of me, you know.
Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight again in here, too. I don't like seeing things in disarray.
Oh, I don't like that sound effect. So this ventilator connects to Kazuma's cabin next door.
Yes, although what a fool this shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room.
Dang! Ah, maybe it's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm.
Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning.
That is a possibility. Anyway, last night, Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of this ventilator. Oh.
Ah! What's that?
Shut down the engines immediately! Vessel sighted 1/4 mile forward! Full stop! On to starboard! All hands brace for impact!
What the? I think we're about to crash into another ship. What?
Uh-oh.
I can't stand.
Soto-san, hold on to me. I don't know why. Ah! I can't be as... I'm just as unstable as you are. Soto-san, are you alright? Are you injured at all?
I think I'm fine. Thank you, Naruto-san.
Oh, no. Oh, everything's all topsy-turvy now. Looks like we avoided a collision.
I think...
Yes, the ship has come to a stop.
Oh my goodness! What about you, Naruto-san? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. It took you a while to ask, though. Uh-oh. I think I know who this is. Hello, is anybody in there? Shout if you need assistance. Oh, that sounds like... Yeah, okay.
Inspector Hosonaga.
Is that you in there, Naruto-san? Unbolt the door, quickly. What? The bolt?
Look at that.
The door's bolted. Did you do that, Susato-san?
No, I didn't touch it.
Well, that's strange. How did... And... Oh, I was in Susato's voice again. And look at all the books. They're just like they were before again. Everything is tilted to the left because the screen tilted to the left.
Oh, Naruto-san, aren't you going to open the door and let the inspector in?
I don't wanna... Better tidy this place up first. No? I don't think that you should do that. Hold on a second, I'm cleaning! Our violent emergency stop had solved one mystery at least in a very vivid way. But I knew that what awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant. I hurried around tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. Wait, is that it to be continued already? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We're almost done with this one, I believe. The next episode may be a really long one though, so stick around for that. It'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.